I'm going to talk to you guys, sorry, I'm going to talk to you guys about my story, which is the story from a blog to hosting FM radio. Now, like everything in life, you need a flame, something that inspires you, something that makes you lit that fire. For me, simply put, I was sick of what the FM radio are playing. It's the same 10, 12 songs that repeats on the playlist. And a friend of mine came from Canada about like 8, 9 years ago, and I met him, and he made me hear a mixtape. And on this mixtape, there were so many underground artists, and it just hit me. I said, I'm sick of FM radio, what can I do? So I launched a blog. The blog is called Revolt Radio, and Revolt is a combination of 2 words, revolution and voltage. Revolution because I wanted to revolt against anything mindless. I wanted to revolt against how entertainment is being force-fed to us. And voltage because one of my dreams is to host, actually to own a radio station one day. So what did I do? Being that the internet is a vessel, I went to blogging. And nothing fancy on the blog. The way I'm talking here today with you guys, I don't think I have a talent. What Disaster was talking about earlier is all passion, passion, and passion. And I'm talking to you guys that are not, maybe you don't have a talent, but you have a passion, you can really reach somewhere. The initial phase was, I focused on all sort of music, not only hip-hop. I was focusing on pop, rock, electro, anything underground. If you are not commercial, you will make it on my blog. So I had the passion and the drive. But then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I got hit by something called the hip-hop movement, or the Arab hip-hop movement, where me as an Arab, I was like, you know, 99.999% of the Arabic pop we hear is all about, I miss you, habbetik, habbetini, khuntini, like you love me with this guy, like what that, come on. You know, we have social issues, we got community issues, we do got political issues, yes, and it does exist. And for me as an Arab, to be able to relate to these artists made me feel so great. And this is the amazing things about, you know, the Arab hip-hop movement. And plus, I wanted to focus in one direction because hip-hop has so many misconceptions about it. Like every time someone sees me, they tell me, oh, you're the hip-hop guy. Okay, so where's the yo, 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 how, yo, why? You can just be, hey man, salam alaikum, how are you? You good? Fine. You don't have to be like that to be hip-hop. So I went on a journey to broadcast. You know, I'm a big fan of broadcast. As you can see, I have the mic all the time. And I wanted to see a radio show. I wanted to launch a radio show. I swear to God, 99.99% of the people around me said, you're kidding? A radio show about hip-hop in Saudi Arabia, one of the most conservative countries in the world? Really? I had negative feedback. I was pushed away. So I tried going to countries like Lebanon, UAE, Bahrain, and Qatar, where I tried to pitch the show. But the problem is the radio people did not understand what I'm trying to pitch. They said, oh, you're a DJ. Okay, so play me some Eminem, some 50 Cent. Okay, cool. I'm like, no, I'm not a DJ. I wish I was a DJ. I'm a radio host. So I want to talk about this hip-hop culture. I want to interview all these underground rappers. I want to talk about what hip-hop can do, how it can elevate. I believe in musical liberation, right? Alhamdulillah, I made history by launching Saudi's first FM hip-hop radio show, and the only one. It's called Lesh Hip Hop, which means my hip-hop, why hip-hop. Make some noise for me, ladies and gentlemen, please. I really need that, yes. And wow, just looking back at it, in a country where it's very conservative, alhamdulillah, I made it happen. And the show, Lesh Hip Hop, promotes the true essence of hip-hop culture, supports the local and regional talents, and it's one of the few shows in the region that actually fight for the balance in that music industry. We're lacking that. It's okay, let's go to the beach, put your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care. That's it. That's 90% what we hear. There's nothing else to fight for that balance. Now, where did hip-hop take me? I went to Bahrain, went to Kuwait, went to Qatar, and these are all beautiful, you know, countries. Went to America, Austria, Sweden. I want to talk about Sweden, because one day I was chilling, just checking my email, and I get an email, shout out to Sweden, yes, and I get an email from a university called Lund University, one of the biggest universities in Europe. And they just emailed me say, hey, Big Hass, we liked your blog and we'd like to invite you to Lund to speak in front of 5,000 students about your journey. I'm like, what? Seriously, that was my, wow, Sweden. So again, Sweden to KSA, that's how hip hop is, you know, it connects. These are some of the people that I've met. I met the wonderful, the legendary Chuck D on the top left. Low Key, he's a British Iraqi artist. DJ Lethal Skills, one of the best turntables in the Middle East. Shadia Mansour, an amazing, amazing, amazing MC. She's Palestinian, British. I spoke in TEDx Arabia. Met so many amazing, wonderful MCs. The guy in the middle is Run DMC, you know, legendary. It's been a beautiful journey, really. Now, in that journey, you have to start evolving. So when you look at this picture, what do you see? You see a turtle, right? You see a drum, and you see underground roots. And this is where we are as a movement going on. The turtle represents, you know, the slow, but what? Determined, right? We're determined to reach there, and we will reach there. We will break that system. The drum is that drum, and the underground, we're gonna be rising to the roof. So I created something called The Beat, and The Beat is a series of events I created to support local artists by having them perform live. There is nothing more important for an artist than performing live and seeing the reaction from the people. I don't care how many followers he or she got, there is nothing better than performing live. You see her reaction? This is a reaction that can't be bought. This is important. The first beat I did in Saudi Arabia, in Jeddah, was in a cafeteria, and it fit like 40, 50 people. One of the artists came to me, and he's like, "You're playing in a cafeteria? Huh? I don't play in cafeteria." That's exactly what he said. I'm like, okay, you know, your call. You know, I did 6 beats. The last beat in Jeddah, we did underground. Over 650 people showed up. And I supported over 6 or 7 bands and groups, and it was, of course, underground due to the constrictions that we have in Saudi Arabia. Now, this is me, and when you read this, you're gonna say, "Ah, this guy is naive, it's cliche," but believe me, what I'm saying, keep positive, stay the course, keep working, be persistent, and don't back down from your beliefs. Believe me, I went through each and every one of them, and that's why I'm here today. My leap of faith is Leish Hip Hop. This was taken in the American University of Beirut, and this was like maybe my 7th or 8th day after launching the blog. All right, so when you see this picture, man, that's an ugly picture. But anyway, you see, I'm always shouting. I'm always yelling. And I think sometimes that's the answer. The door I am like knocking on, ladies and gentlemen, is not made of wood. I can't break that door. It is not made of wood. It is made of steel. It's made of ignorance. So what I'm trying to do is be as loud as I can so the people inside that ignorant door would open the door for me and say, you know, just go in. That's it. Yes. Yeah, make some noise for that. Keep evolving. I have an online magazine called Revolt. That's my lovely wife right there. Give her a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. A community without women is not community, period. I say that with all faith. I've done a couple of mixtapes, something called Al Jisr, which means the bridge. I'm bridging cultures through hip-hop. What I'm trying to say is that you have to, you know, branch out. So I'm a radio host, I'm an MC, I have a magazine, I do mixtapes, I do online shows. I was featured in these medias, really amazing support from all over the world. Okay, tap on the back. Now that's very sensitive for me. Why? I'm the kind of guy that really, like, I cannot go on without someone telling me, "Oh, good job." Like really, it's important because I work hard. And it's only one guy doing that, you know, that amazing work all over the, you know, the radio and all these events. So LL Cool J, who knows LL Cool J? Make some noise for LL Cool J, right? Yes. LL Cool J's first radio interview with any Arab FM was with me. He said, "Shout out to Big Haas, Saudi Arabia, and the whole Gulf. Peace and love." Man, that's LL Cool J. And Chuck D said the same thing. So it's important to get that tap on the back. Okay, so I'm gonna end with these 2 slides. I wrote this. I'm not a rapper. I really wish I'm a rapper. I think all my organs rap. I think my heart raps. But if I rap, I think I'll have 0 people attending right here. Like everybody will run. So I'm saying, I'm a human first. With great passion, I fight. I'm a human first. With activism, I enlight. I'm a human first. With a pen, I shatter walls. I'm a human first. With my mic, I get to the oppressed cause. And you're gonna say, how is, you know, lyrics and music gonna change? You know, it's very naive what you're saying. How can it change perception? Well, you are naive for thinking that music cannot. Music can and will. Now, this amazing mural was done by a friend of mine called El Cid. Who here knows El Cid? Yes, make some noise for El Cid. He deserves it. Yeah. So he's a calligraphy artist, and he came to Jeddah about 3 years ago. And he graciously, I mean, invited me to go on the crane, and he wrote this. This says in Arabic, الإنسان الذي لا أثر له لا حياة له, which means a human with no trace has no life. And I really wanted to touch on that because it doesn't matter the trace that you leave in life. Small, big, medium, you gotta leave something. This is what we are born here to do. Well, you're good at tech, you're good at applications, you're good at, I don't know, being cool. Whatever it is, leave a trace. It is important, very important. And I want you to leave you with that because so many people, sadly, don't have the power to be famous and, be heard. Don't worry about that. Leave your trace and let Allah be the judge. That's very important. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Big Hass. Follow me on Twitter at Big_Hass. I want you all to put your peace sign up. Everybody, peace sign up. Everybody. One love, one world, one humanity. Make some noise for yourself.